to the Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on and good morning. Good morning to you.
Mm-hmm.
I won't do it.
No. We're not going to do that. We have something very important to get to because we've gone viral. I think this is the most viral we've gone with some of our shorts on TikTok and Instagram. Okay?
And from what I'm hearing, it's my fault.
Yes, it is. I think it's your fault. Now, it also is because we're doing good content.
Yeah.
We're doing fun things. We're doing, we do sports, we do politictainment, entertainment, Steve MZ. We cover it all. We do this 4-hour Atlanta radio show in 30 minutes live without a net. Okay.
Yeah, and we go inside radio. We tell stories about each other. What we're going through. You're single. You know, you've got a girlfriend, but you're coming out of a second failed marriage. Me, I'm in a marriage trying to figure it out. I've got 2 wonderful kids, and now I'm a coach and a dad of 2 little young people. And it is funny how things have changed.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of in different stages. I'm in the stage of life that you were in 20 years ago because my son is almost done with Georgia Tech. He's almost completely grown, and I'm single. Whereas when 20 years ago, I was married with the little kids.
Yeah, man.
So we have all of it covered, not to mention we both are Atlanta natives.
We're Atlanta natives. Our parents are Atlanta natives, so we speak to the city of Atlanta. But if you're watching this in another state, because I don't know who's watching, I dig it. We're 2 guys that have done 30 years of radio for me. Morning shows, Jeff, 20 years of radio. And you know, it is what it is. I think we do a podcast pretty damn good, but every once in a while, because, you know, life happens and I may not be as prepared as some show hosts and I pull things, or I might shoot from the hip based on memory because I'm getting the impression I've said something wrong.
Yeah.
I kept my promise. I did not look yesterday. I don't know where we've gone viral or anything. I stayed out of it. And it was good because I had Sandlot baseball. Anyway, I had a couple of meetings yesterday, and here I sit ready to hear what I did.
All right. Well, speaking of baseball and Atlanta, Bob Horner passed away, the famous Atlanta Brave, last week.
He is dead, right?
Yes. Yes.
I didn't screw it up that bad.
No. So
God bless you, Bob. I'm just kidding.
He being one of our favorite Atlanta Braves players. We talked about him a lot last week.
He was iconic too because he stuck out. The bleach blonde, curly hair, third base, a guy could hit home runs, and the last name Horner.
Yeah. So we talked about it a lot, and one of the shorts that went out has gotten like 15,000 views between Reels and Instagram and TikTok.
What, you do our shorts?
Yeah.
Did you know what you were doing when you did it?
I thought it would be good because, you know, a lot of the stuff that when we talk about Atlanta and Atlanta radio tends to get a lot of views. So I figured, okay, well, I'm definitely going to put some Bob Horner stuff out there because we talked about him a couple days last week. And so you were reading, you know, you were kind of doing, you know, his history.
Yeah.
Well, here's what came out of the short, and then we're going to read some of the comments. Okay, so here's what's out there right now.
He was born in 1957, and here's the cool thing about Bob Horner, if you didn't know. In 1978, he was the first draft pick coming out of high school.
So he went straight to the majors.
Yeah. In other words, college teams were looking at him, and he had offers from colleges, but he also had an offer from the Atlanta Braves. They watched him, thought he was a natural, thought he had the maturity. He starts the Braves at 18 years old, never played in a minor league game ever. That's unheard of.
Yeah, so so he was a young Brave. Like that's why we feel like he was looking. We probably thought he was the same age as everyone else, probably in their 20s.
He's just one of those guys that probably had a mustache in the damn. Oh, he had a damn good time. And you talk about his greatest moments: division title for the Atlanta Braves, 1982, due to himself and Dale Murphy. Then you look at Fulton County Stadium. His very first game, again, never playing a game in the minors.
Right out of high school.
Right out of high school, coming in as a rookie. Like this dude just got off the yellow limousine and went on the big bus in the jet plane. First time at bat, first hit, a home run.
I know, that's amazing.
Against the Pirates. Probably about 3 months ago, things come up, and it was when he knocked 4 home runs. The only guy to do it, 4 home runs in a game in 1986. I want to say Reggie Jackson did it too. But I know Bob Horner was the first to knock 4 home runs in a game, and he did that in 1986. He played for the Braves.
Okay, so there we go. A lot of Bob Horner facts that you said you got. Okay, so
I can't look at you.
okay,
I can't look at you.
well, it's the passion that you had about. Now you were right about he never played in the minors.
I was right about that.
Never played in the minors. It's the passion and the certainty that he went from high school to the Braves and did not play college baseball.
And I can tell you because I do Rumble with John Rocker, and I brought up Bob Horner, and Rocker didn't let me. He goes, no. He came out of, and see, Rocker didn't think anything of it. I said, yeah, the dude never played in the minors, came out of high school. He goes, no, he came out of college, and Rocker named the college, and it went in and there.
Arizona State.
And when I heard him say that, I went, dear Lord.
Yeah. Comment number 1 from Jay Stewart. Bob Horner played from 76 to 78 for Arizona State. That's easy to look up, dude.
Point taken.
Okay. He only hit 218 home runs in his 10-year career. Know your facts, dude. There have been 21 MLB players to hit 4 home runs in a game. But that's not bad.
So I forgot 20.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a big deal.
Well, no, I wouldn't have forgotten 20. I don't know how many have done it since him, but when he did it, what number? I think he was like the 10th or 11th to ever do it.
Okay.
Because because again, Rocker corrected me. Again, we're talking about John Rocker. It's called the John Rocker and Southside Steve Show on Rumble. Wednesdays and Saturdays is when we do it. And he corrected me there. And he goes, no. And I said, well, I thought I remember Reggie Jackson, and he did.
But it's the confidence, and here's some. The couple people saying the same thing. He went to Arizona State University. M. Sutherland, 16. I don't know if I've ever seen someone be so confidently wrong about so many things. Wow,
that's what I do. That's what I do, buddy.
But you know what? Again, yes, your facts were a little off. We were just excited about talking about Bob Horner, and, we didn't do a ton of research because we do it live without a net. But it went viral. It got us a lot of views. And I've noticed some people may think you did it on purpose because I see a lot of people that post things that are clearly wrong. They'll put a picture of like Bon Jovi, and it'll say like, yeah, Don Dokken looks great. And then people start commenting, no, that's Bon Jovi. And it gets engagement, and then it gets the algorim, and it gets out there.
But I don't do that.
No, we do not do anything planned like that.
If I do it, it's an accident. But that is a Southside Steveism to have your facts wrong.
And be very confident about it. Because I sat here and was like, okay, I didn't know that about him. And it made sense because he died at the age of 68. And he was a pro baseball player in the late 70s. So we figured maybe that's true because he started young.
Well, it looks like he started at 20.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
20, maybe 21.
Well, it's skipping the minors. That's what you had right. So let's.
He never played in a minor league game.
Yeah,
never.
So let's accept that you had that right.
So he went from college to the pros. Okay. It is Southside. Yes, everything that comes out of your mouth is unresearched. Rickman. Welcome to the Exit Wealth Studios. They get it right, thank God, because it's your money. So go to exitwealth.com if you're looking to invest with Ted Jenkins and Justin Farmer. Also, Exit Stage Left Advisors. Those guys, man, if you're looking to sell a business, that's who you speak to. That'd be Lee Heisman along with Ted Jenkins. A lot of businesses right now getting paid. Are you tired of working? Are you tired of this crazy world and it's time to sit back, relax? If you're going to buy a place in Florida, every year it goes up. So the sooner you do it, the better off you are. If that's where you're retiring, I don't know. That being said, we've got other sponsors like the one I'm wearing on my chest, which will bring you today several sponsorships. I just want to mention them, but I've got my North Atlanta Golf Carts shirt on. North Atlanta Golf Carts, we're headed there right after this show to talk about their showroom and everything they have to offer. In Brazelton, we'll be meeting with Craig Riddle, home of the Yeah Come On deal. Ask for Craig, tell him, yeah, come on. And I know for many facts that you get discounts on new, but I know you get $500 on a used. That's a damn good deal. Here's a little Steve MZ.
Steve MZ.
Well, I know I got this right. Now I'm all panicked. I got to do my damn research. That was bad. I do love the confidence that I had, though.
Yeah, I did too.
That's part of it.
That's part of the deal. That's part of the Southside deal.
I wonder if I should have been a politician. No, I don't want to be a politician. I will say to you, it is over for this individual. He's not dead, but he is retired. And Steve MZ's mentioned it before, but this is a little deeper dive. We're going Clint Eastwood, 96 years old.
And let me guess, he's got two movies coming out next year.
He's got 3. No. He literally is like, look, man, I've directed, I've acted, I can't do it any longer. So he said people have been trying to lure him back. Do you know this dude did 70 films?
So he directed 70, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Spanning 7 decades, more than 7 films to his name.
And I think his last few movies he's done in Atlanta. There's been several movies that he's done here in the past few years.
And you wonder why. I guess because they're filming here or what have you.
The tax credits.
Yeah, he's never lived here.
No.
Clint's never lived here. Clint says, I am officially retired.
Okay.
No script, no deal, no amount of money is going to lure him out. He's done. 4-time Oscar winner. I didn't, that's a lot. And director. So he turned 96 actually May 31st this past Sunday.
Wow.
You believe it?
Yeah.
Dude, and he's like, man, it is over. I don't blame him. I bet he's tired. I think he shot to fame. His first TV series was Rawhide. If you remember Rawhide. That was in the 1960s.
Are you sure?
Rawhide!
Sure it wasn't Bonanza or something else?
No, it's Rawhide.
You have okay.
It's Rawhide. Trust me. Then he did spaghetti westerns. What is a spaghetti western?
I don't know. I hear that term. It's just some kind of sub-western genre, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't like westerns. I never have.
Oh, I love them. Ooh, boy, really?
Yeah, I've never been a fan of westerns.
Oh my God, I love them. That's why I play with my Fort Apache set. Love it. My kids play with them now. Let's see what he did. Good, Bad, and the Ugly back then. His first film, Play Misty for Me.
Oh, yeah, he plays a DJ in California, and a listener gets obsessed with him.
Oh,
and it's about kind of like DJs, messing around with their fans.
There was a girl
something like that, and she stalked him, I think, is the plot of that movie.
Yeah, there was a girl that was obsessed with me, and she would always call. Finally, I said, drive up to the radio station. I go down there.
Yeah.
She's in a convertible Mustang, and she's wearing a vest, white T-shirt, and a derby. One of those what was that little singer did the mall stuff that dressed that way. Remember when the T-shirts and the vest, and then the little derby hat was a thing, and then white socks, black clunky shoes. She was dressed in that damn outfit. And I'm like, oh, damn. This is 1994. And she goes, I know I'm probably not as attractive as you probably thought I was. She goes, but watch this. And she goes, and put her fist in her mouth.
Oh, God.
I was like, you can come up.
Yeah, that's a Play Misty for me. That was the first one he directed.
Yep, it's a real thing. Then the one that I liked was Unforgiven. That was a great Western. Gene Hackman in it as well. $1 Million Baby. That one bothered me. That girl, remember the fighter?
Yeah.
And he was the one that noticed she had talent and took her, and then the other girl moves her stool and pushes her back, and she breaks her neck. Gran Torino, American Sniper, and The Mule. I didn't watch The Mule because I didn't want to see Clint put anything in his bottom. But hey, Clint is good. Clint is done. Hold your phone calls. Clint Eastwood is not acting. You heard it here. Home of the Bob Horner stories, Steve MZ. Coming up now, a little polydictainment. This is brought to us by a great man, a man that if you have issues, he helps you with them. Nobody is perfect. Not me, not Jeff. I'm better. Well, you think I'm more perfect than you, or you're more perfect?
I'm more perfect.
Okay. So Jeff has the edge right now. But go to a counselor if you need to speak to somebody. And we highly, just because he's vetted, I've sent, countless people to him. I'm not allowed to tell you who those people are. But I did pre-marriage counseling with him. And I did 18 sessions. The guy was great. His name's David Markwell. Go to markwelltherapy.com, home of Ridgeline Counseling. If Dave's not your man, there's 9 others there. No matter what you're dealing with, get help.
Polydictainment.
A couple little things to talk about today.
Bob Horner.
Touch on a couple of things.
So right now in Politictainment, Bob Horner, let's see, I'll just go ahead and say convincing. Did you realize that Bob Horner's son is running for mayor against Spencer Pratt?
Yeah, that's one of the stories. The primary is today in California, and that's one of the races that we're watching. Spencer Pratt, Karen Bass, and someone else. There's 3 of them. And
yeah, the other one doesn't matter just because you know who it's between.
Yeah, it's Karen Bass, who's the current mayor, and now Spencer Pratt, which, again, seemed like a joke when you first heard it. But he makes a lot of sense. He puts out a lot of content of him going around LA, showing the homeless people and all the craziness and not being able to rebuild after the fires. So he's got some momentum. We'll see. I think one of them has to get at least 50% of the vote.
Okay.
If one of them gets 50% of the vote or more, I think they win. If none of them get 50%, then
there's a runoff.
The top 2 will go head to head in November.
And I hate to discount anybody, but it's really Bass that's been running it. She's the incumbent, and she's done a horrible job.
Well, she's the one that was famously in Africa when the fires were happening.
Yeah, and then gets off the plane. What's everybody so upset? What's with the smoke? Why are the hills smoking? Yeah, she's a dum-dum. That's a nice way of putting it. But I think he's gaining ground. We do know several people have spoken out. He's done the cycle. If you watch, he was on Fox and Friends. He's been on CNN. He's been on The Five. He's been on Joe Rogan. He has hit all the big spots, dude. The Today Show, NBC. The guy has definitely gotten around. And then he's got several actors. We aired just a couple days ago, Dennis Quaid's behind him, And
for real? Or not that fake one? There was the fake one where there was like everyone supporting him. That was the deep fake.
No, it wasn't
fake.
That.
But Dennis Quaid has actually supported him?
Yes, let me look at this. Is not a Bob Horner story. Dennis Quaid. Yeah. No, Dennis Quaid goes, why wouldn't you support him? Did you see LA?
Mm-hmm.
And I think... it's not like New York has a different problem where you're running off billionaires, millionaires, and people that don't want to deal with the issue. And then they have a whole nother deal going on with the whole Muslim population and what's happening there with Mandani. But this is quality of life is all I keep hearing. I know taxes are too high. I know that there's
gas is way more.
Everything is way more. And then there's something going on with the land because it's so precious on why homes aren't being built back. There is a lot of dirtiness going on. And they say if you thought Minnesota was corrupt, California blows it away.
Well, I think they passed that law. Remember the kid that exposed the Somali fraud?
Mm-hmm.
California, I think there was a law that they were going to vote on to outlaw journalism like that.
Oh, yeah, and they used his name.
Yeah, they used his name. I forgot his name. But I think it passed.
You forgot. Yeah. It did, but it has not gone to the Senate. It passed like 57 to 16, 17 on a vote.
I'm going to check
You
the
need
record.
to check. Matter of fact, when we get done before the show's over, you will have his damn name. We are not. We are going to lose our credibility as a news entity. Especially, I've already killed it in sports.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing. The $1.8 billion fund that Trump had allotted or made it, he settled with the IRS and he put together this $1.8 billion fund, the anti-weaponization fund that was going to be to compensate the people that were wrongly arrested and incarcerated for January 6th.
Yeah, because now we're finding out through the investigations there were countless FBI agents that were a part of the insurgents that were dressed as conservatives.
To egg it on.
Hey, man, go in there. That's Pelosi's office. So we're finding out now there is so much we don't know because they wanted to make Trump look bad. Trump asked for there to be soldiers and or more security, and they turned it down at the last second. And then the play was in, and Nancy Pelosi, they say, is up to here on it. So that being said, if you egged it on, granted, some of these people did things they were not supposed to do, but I think you got to go back and retry them all, or you go to them and say, hey, look, you're kind of like a political prisoner. You during an election went in, and look how long ago that was. I would say time served. These guys have been away, and girls have been away from their families for over 4 years. You show me somebody that's really, really at fault, and I'll say leave them in jail.
Well, they're pulling the fund. The Trump administration is now backing off trying to push this through because it's not completely done yet. So they're actually kind of backtracking. So it looks like
He's got to pull that off.
It's not going to be happening.
He's got to pull that off. He's got to right that wrong. Because the country was so, I mean, the left doesn't use January 6th anymore. But man, remember when that's all anybody said?
Oh yeah. I guess you're right. They don't hear about it as much. But yeah, it still comes out. They still, the insurrection.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think I want to believe I would have been smart enough, but man, if the doors were wide open, I think I would have walked in.
Yeah, that's what most people did. I mean,
I wouldn't have damaged anything.
No, it's right. That's why some of those people, like the guy that we know locally, the kid that was just kind of there, went along, got arrested, spent time in federal prison.
He spent 10, 11 months in federal prison.
Yeah, at the age of whatever. He was like 18 or 19 at the time.
And his parents held it off until he was 20 trying to fight the fight, but it cost them that's another one that needs to be paid.
Right. So I think there should be some compensation for people like that, but you'd have to go through and, again, pick the people that truly were just there, wrong place, wrong time. Whereas the people that tutued on Nancy Pelosi's desk, no, you don't get any compensation.
Can't help you with that. Should have found a bathroom.
All right, last thing. Vanilla Ice is the latest to speak out about the Freedom 250 concert. We got some pulled out. The Commodores, Brett Michaels, Martina McBride pulled out because it is Trump backed or Trump supported.
I think old Michaels is making. I don't know. Brett I think should have done it, but you're right. I read what Vanilla Ice. I like where Vanilla Ice is coming from.
Yeah, well here he is. He ain't backing down. He's going to play the mofo.
It's simple as a pimple for me. There's nothing to it. It's the birthday of America, 250 years. It's not anything to do with politics. I don't know why they're turning it into politics. I've never voted in my life.
So Vanilla Ice is in. Don't worry about that. You're going to get some Vanilla Ice for this Freedom 250.
He's right. It shouldn't be about politics. It's about our nation, man.
It is. But because it was started by Trump, or Trump's the chairman or something. He's part of it. So they're taking that and being like, okay, well, I didn't sign up to support Trump in any way. You're not. He's just the president. Right now, while we're celebrating 250 years, so it's not political.
People will regret that. Like anybody, I think, that's a sports figure that didn't show for one president or the other because of the party when your team won, I think you regret it. You've got to respect the office. Do I look like a guy that wanted Obama in office? With everything I've ever said in my entire life, do I think Hillary Clinton would have made a good president? Kamala, do you really want me to laugh out loud? So, yeah, but no matter what, you got to respect the office, right? I mean, you do.
Yep, and the country.
And the country. And I brought this up to a couple of sports people that I have to say are unnamed, but I did do it on a podcast, and both of them said they would not have gone for Biden. And I said, I would have. Because it is still the president of the United States. You're at the White House, and it's a team sport. You don't let your teammates down. Coming up now, a little sports. I promise there will be no Bob Horner talk, but Bob, we love you. Bob, the only thing I got right is that you never played in the minor league and you did pass.
And he did hit the 4 home runs. He just was among many players.
21 players that have done it.
Yeah, that's not bad. That wasn't bad.
Did I say it was the first or the only?
I think you said it was the first or maybe the only, except Reggie Jackson, maybe. So you had maybe 2 guys that hit 4 home runs in one game when one of our listeners pointed out there's actually 21. And you know how the baseball people, they know their stats.
I feel a darkness. I'm so embarrassed. But here I will get this right. I did play first division amateur soccer. I was a good soccer player. And I can tell you that I was not World Cup level, but I did travel to the World Cup in '94. Me and a lot of the guys on my team, we flew out there. And it was a blast, man. I went to Texas to see it. And watched probably 3 games. We gotten the tickets and gone down. Well, now it's in our backyard. When I say backyard, it's Georgia. Of course, it's in California. It's all over the damn place. But the World Cup being played in the United States of America. This is FIFA World Cup 2026. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta is the place to be. And I'm looking at, there's going to be parties. There's going to be a lot of concerts. There's a lot of stuff that comes with World Cup. And I saw it because I saw what it was like in '94. And the World Cup travels well. And there's a lot of people that want to be a part of it. So, you can go to these various sites just to see. But I was trying to just kind of get a feel for the games at our stadium. Are you planning on going, Danny?
No, I'm not going to any games, but I would like to check out downtown. I did see right there, on Peachtree, right downtown where the Hooters was. I don't think I think that Hooters closed.
Yeah, it's closed.
But they made some sort of rooftop bar in that building.
Wow.
So they've just like they did for the Olympics, they try to revitalize that one corner right by the Peachtree Plaza. So I'd like to see the action down there during FIFA.
Yeah, and it's so funny because that corner down by Peachtree Plaza was literally, God, not even a mile from my house, my loft.
Yeah.
So Spain is playing, God, when is the first game's June 15th. That's a Monday.
That's coming up. That's 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then June 18th, my son Parker's birthday. You've got a game then, and South Africa's playing Spain, Saudi Arabia, June 21st. And then, Morocco versus Haiti on the 24th. And then you got Congo playing on the 27th. And then the World Cup match 80. Good Lord, is that the final? Maybe it is. July 1st is at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Oh, so it ends in July. This isn't like all summer. It's just basically going to be 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. That's about what it takes because they just start bracketing it. And then the first bracket might be 3, 4, 5 teams.
Are we sure it doesn't go through the summer?
No.
You know more about soccer
I do.
than Bob Horner.
I don't have to really look soccer up as much. Yes, I do know it more than the horn dog. There you have it. So World Cup, man, literally we are 2 weeks away. 2 weeks. So this is going to be exciting. To me, it is a must-see on television. It's going to be proper time frames. It's not like when it's played someplace else and the World Cup is like at 2 a.m. or something. No, this is good time frames. If you want to go and you want to bring the kids, more power to you. Good luck.
Yeah, come on! Sports.
All right, Rockin' Taco is all over my socials. It is on my socials for a reason. We got a big concert this Thursday night. It is Slippery When Wet. I have put out the all call through our good buddy Francisco Vidal. Either way, we'll have him on, but we look to have somebody on tomorrow, and we're going to talk about the concert definitely on Thursday. And if you've never seen Slippery When Wet, they crush Bon Jovi. And I remember the last time I worked with him, it was prior to me being let go due to the station flip of Rock 100.5 to 99X. And I met with all the guys, and they were working on, which I think they should do, some originals, and they put out some and they wanted me to hear them. And I took notes, and I think to this day I still have the notes in my backpack, and I just wrote them down. I've yet never handed it to him, so I will hopefully hand him that. But I listened to it. He gave me a CD, and it sounded pretty good. So they've got some good originals, but I said, you've never met Bon Jovi and you look like him. So finally he met him. And we'll be putting out a nice commercial that we'll be putting on our socials as well as on our shows tomorrow and Thursday. I really think that's the time to promote. Anytime you promote way out, people forget. Doesn't matter. It's week of when it counts. And we're telling you this venue has got excellent sound. It's the perfect size. It is like being in a room with Bon Jovi. They nail it.
Yeah, it's a fun venue. So we will be there this Thursday night. Slippery When Wet. So in honor of that, we're doing track 13s today from Bon Jovi. Okay, and I've got another one picked out. I hear it on the radio every now and then, but it's not a huge Bon Jovi song. But one of my favorites. This is from the 1985 record 7800 Degrees Fahrenheit.
I do remember that one.
This is the one that had...
what was on it?
I think the biggest hit on this is the one we're going to play.
Was it Bad Medicine?
No.
Or am I got the wrong one?
No, Bad Medicine is New Jersey, 1988.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, see, here's the good news. I might get some Horner wrong. I might have a smidge of a chance of getting soccer wrong. You never mess up on music.
I don't mess up. Because I only use that kind of confidence like you do when I really know. Like you were talking about Van Halen. I'm gonna do all the confidence because I know all the Van Halen and Led Zeppelin and several others. Bon Jovi, not so much, but I do like this song.
Yeah, because he's not in your backyard of singers.
No.
This band does not come in the top 5, even top 10 for Jeff Cole.
No, they don't. But I do like Bon Jovi, of course.
Yeah,
everyone loves Bon Jovi.
He's a survivor, man. 4 or 5 decades.
Yeah, this is from 1985's 7800 Degrees Fahrenheit. It is In and Out of Love. You know In and Out of Love?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
In and out of love.
Yeah, so we will do In and Out of Love. You can watch the video. Link is in the description. It is Bon Jovi, In and Out of Love, as we prepare for Slippery When Wet at the Rockin' Taco in Roswell this Thursday. Thank you for watching the Yeah Come On Show.